Hello everybody, this is Keith from CryptoCoinMindSet. I hope this video finds you well today. Thank you for joining us here. As always, in this video we're going to go over the latest news articles on our cryptocurrency blog. And those news articles include Ethereum 2.0 devs roll out Spandina testnet, the FinCEN director warns banks of risks, and the SEC chairman hopes for tokenized stocks. That's a lot of positive news for the crypto space. So buckle up and let's get to it. All right, welcome back. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick that bell icon, and don't forget to click the all. That way you get notified every time we put out a great video. And we'd really appreciate it if you do us a favor and hit that like button. Smash it up. It helps the channel. We really appreciate it. All right, let's get to the latest news articles on our website. The first news article is the Ethereum 2.0 devs roll out the Spandina testnet. Now, if you've been in the cryptocurrency space for any length of time, you know that Ethereum has had major problems with regard to scaling issues and the gas fees getting so high when the network gets clogged up. So there's been a major push to get Ethereum to a proof of stake model and become Ethereum 2.0. They've done a couple of different test nets in order to accomplish that. The most recent one started on October 1st and basically was a dress rehearsal for the blockchain. The developers of the Ethereum 2.0 platform rolled out the Spandina testnet, and they announced that that testnet was going to have a 3-day lifespan. Now, I remember listening to a podcast shortly after the 3rd of October, and I believe they said that they had all the information they needed in order to make sure that the 2.0 mainnet would launch successfully. But in everything I've read and listened to with regard to Ethereum 2.0, I still don't see a definitive rollout date for the mainnet. So we'll keep an eye on it and we'll let you know when we hear something. We'll make sure it's on our blog. But if you want to read this entire article, the link to do so is in the description below. Alrighty, in our next news article, the FinCEN director warns banks of risks. Again, if you've been in this cryptocurrency space for any length of time, you know that one of the major complaints from governments and financial regulators is the supposed illicit activities that take place with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. You know, funding things on the dark web and this and that. Now, though that's been disproven that the majority of transactions in the cryptocurrency space are on the dark net and or illicit activities, it is still something that we have to deal with as we become more mainstream. So recently, the FinCEN director, Kenneth Blanco, has advised banks to be very careful when dealing with digital currencies, as there are risks of exposure that they have to worry about. Blanco advised financial institutions and banks to control the illegal cashing out of funds in digital currency form. He said that they should adopt effective anti-money laundering measures to seriously reduce the risk of financial loss associated with money laundering in the digital currency sector. Now, he issued this reminder during a virtual conference organized in Las Vegas to address the challenges of money laundering. If you want to learn more about this warning from the FinCEN director, the link to read the entire article is in the description below. All right, before we go on to our last news article for this week, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button. Smash it up. We really appreciate it. It helps the channel. Now, our last news article for this week is the SEC chairman hopes for tokenized stocks. Now, we know that the SEC has been really clamping down on this space, and we've reported on some of those things that the SEC has been doing within the cryptocurrency space. You can get links to all of that in the description below. But now the SEC is back in the cryptocurrency news because in a recent webinar, the chairman of the SEC, Clayton, observed that almost all stocks have gone digital, unlike 2 decades ago when it was pretty much all paper certificates. The webinar talked more about the things required to grow the blockchain and cryptocurrency industry. There were other notable participants, including Brian Brooks, who is the acting comptroller of currency for the US government. Both Brooks and Clayton said they welcome any form of growth and development in the cryptocurrency industry, but the regulatory rules should be in place to check for bad players. When asked about the sufficiency of the present regulatory framework, Clayton answered in the affirmative. He basically said that the current regulatory framework is time-tested and been through several innovations. Clayton also said that technology may change, but the concept of the underlying regulation of certain activities may remain the same. Now, as much as the SEC always seems to be busting somebody in the cryptocurrency space, this webinar was overall very positive. So, you want to read more about that? The link is in the description below. And that's going to do it for our news articles for this week. We hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to share it with someone who might also get benefit from it. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button, tick the bell icon, click the all. You're going to get notified every time we put out a great video. And as we've been asking you throughout this entire video, if you haven't already done so, make sure you smash up that like button, hit it. We really appreciate it. It helps the channel. Finally, we've been telling you at the end of every video about our YouTube channel migrating over to LBRY. LBRY is a blockchain-based, decentralized, censorship-resistant file sharing site. Check us out over there. Follow us. We really appreciate it. The link to do that is in the description below. We'll see you over on LBRY. We'd like to thank you for stopping by and visiting us here today at CryptoCoinMindSet. We hope you have a great day and take care.